friends, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Jenny, and I've got a little bit of a small layout share to do for you guys for the month of April's, everything I have been creating in the few weeks prior. And so I thought I would go ahead and share that with you. Okay, let me grab. So this is how I'm going to show you in kind of order that I created stuff. I have a little bit of washi here holding. Sometimes I got this tip from a class that I took. And now, of course, the washi tape is stuck here. Hold on a second. That when you're working on two-page layouts and you are like lining things up, one of the things you can do is you can connect the 2 pages with washi. So you'll see I still have one little piece of washi here. They're not exactly lined up, but there you go. Okay, so that's what was in my way here. This is hopefully you can see it all. Let me just check. I think most of it. Let me just zoom back in, move this a little here. Okay, so then you can see all of it. And this one was from a March 2024 page maps. So I used that for inspiration for this one. And I believe I changed the orientation, but the general gist of the way that the pattern papers are laid out is what I was going for. So this is one that I made with that beautiful paper lane, what I still have left. And there's one more with that collection. This is also a page maps. This is a January 24 page maps inspiration. Pretty close. I didn't do as much embellishing on this one as the other, because I don't really know what photos I'm gonna use just yet. And I was tired of fussy cutting. So, but I do have some of my extra scraps and cut aparts that I can fussy cut if needed. Okay, so next I took one of the things, let me pause. One of the things that I was thinking about is, for me, it's always so much easier to cut into a collection that I've already played for, which is the reason why I started with these. I don't know why. It's just a mental thing. So let me go through. This is using the We Are Memory Keepers collection that I had shown in my, I've previously played with this. This one, I wish sometimes when I watch things, I screenshot, and I wish I knew where I got this, but I don't even remember. So this was a takeoff on something that I had screenshotted, and unfortunately I cannot tell you who or what. So this is one. This collection had a lot of had a sticker sheet and alphabet on these very, very thin sticker paper. So I went ahead and I placed the stickers. I'm sorry, I have like something in my throat. I placed them on cardstock, just scraps of cardstock that I had left over from cutting some of the mats. And this will be easy for me to fussy cut if I need them. So I went ahead, and you'll see I did this, I think, for a few of them here. I still have a full sheet of cut aparts and some of the smaller journaling cards. Is that what it's called? The 3x4 cards. So let me shift over to the next one. Here's some more things kind of I set aside that I thought I could use on this one. This is very similar to the last one. And I don't even know. I rarely look at my iPad for inspiration, and this week I was using it, so I happened to go through the photos. And this was also from it. These might, oh no, this is not. This one is not. This one is from that same. So it's just cutting 2 pieces of paper and just matting. And the photos and the title and the photos will go here. So it looked really nice. I will definitely show them once it's time. This one is based on a Scrapbook Generation sketch, and it is from it's loosely based on that. It's from National Scrapbook Day of 2023. So I've done some of the same things here, and with the stickers. This is from a 4x6 journaling card. And then I just had one of these left over, so I thought I might use those. So I just keep everything together. Okay, so those are the base pages. I've got one more. This is using the, I think it's called Rustic Elegance collection. Yeah, Rustic Elegance from Echo Park. And is this the last full sheet I have? No, I have one more sheet that I'm going to use to map my photos and cut aparts. That's it. That's all I have left. Okay, so let me see. Okay, this is the orientation that I was thinking about. It's just a really simple band, and this is where my photos, my journaling, my title will likely go up here, but this is a really basic band, just using up what was left in the collection. These next few are base pages. So when I do base pages, like the one I've shown you here, I have no photos. I have, for this one, because it's part of a collection, I do have embellishments. But I would say 9 out of 10 usually are like this. No embellishments, nothing. And that's how these were. The only embellishments I had were anything I use my die cutting tools to punch out. For this one, if I may have shown it. I'm almost positive I did. The only thing that was here was this white piece of paper, this pink, and the placemat for the 4. It was supposed to be a 4 photo. And that's it. There was nothing else. I decided to go ahead and frame it and back the layout on black so that I could continue the black throughout the rest of the layout. I had a bunch of photos from this time frame, and I decided to pick these 3. I went into my stash of embellishments that I had put together with the kit. This is all from there. I did not bring anything else outside of that. With the exception of the gems and the center of the flowers that I ended up placing. So all of these, very simple. I try to carry out the two like things in unison, just because it's the relationship really about these 2 young women. Okay, so here's this one. Here is this next one. So imagine this one, obviously without the photos, without the title, just the hexagons, none of these extra embellishments. And that was the base page. I had a ton of these extra punched out hexagons. So I decided to just back them with foam and just put them on top of the coordinating like this, the exact same pattern paper. So I have three of them. So I have 1, 2, and then there's one here. I did go again through my die cut stash, or my embellishment stash that I put together with the kit, and I backed this sticker, and was there a third? Oh, this one, on white cardstock, because they were the see-through ones from the Dear, I think it's the Dear Lizzie sticker book. So that was good. I went ahead and I took some of my, went through some of my chipboard that I pulled in for the kit, that and that. And then I pulled these from my stash. These hearts that you see throughout the layout are a Felicity Jane. And what else? And then my thickers. That's it. Thickers I just pulled for just this very specific layout. This one was a lot of fun to make. If you remember, so forget the photo. You may not see it on camera, but this is like a raised frame. That was not on here. It was just the matte and the blue, this floral paper, and these fish-tailed pieces of paper here. That's all it was. I had this frame left over from a previous layout. I had cut out a circle. So I went ahead and just pop dotted this and just elevated it so that you get a little bit of dimension, even though it's floral on floral. It's the same floral. And I Frankenstein the frame for the photo. I didn't have a full piece of paper that size, and you can't even tell. I just took a piece of paper and just kind of did my best to make a frame out of it so that the dots and things lined up. I had some punch outs, these yellow punch outs not from the collection, and I had used it already up here to make this border. That was already there, but I had these punch outs with the scraps for the paper. I also had this orange scrap here, so I went ahead and continued the same thing under this particular frame to give it again some so that it hopefully holds your attention in this area. The dimension that you may not be able to see also does that, so that it centers your line of sight on the picture. So here we go. So these are die cuts from I want to say it's a Bella Boulevard, and it's an older collection that I had in the spring stuff. So these two, this and this flower. The others are, they were thickers from an old collection that I had, but they both had, it was these two, and what was this one? And this one as well, I think. I'm almost positive this was a chipboard. So I ended up just taking those. One of the things, I don't like some of the chipboard that is really, really thick. So I learned this a long time ago, that you just take a pokey tool or something and just take the layers off of the back of the chipboard to make it so that it's not so pronounced. I'm not a big user of the chipboard, so this was really good that the fact that I got 3 pieces used up in one layout. So okay, one little quick thing, I'm gonna link another video if you're interested in looking at stuff in a little bit more detail. But during this month, this is not from the kit. I was struggling. If you saw my last video, I was really struggling with finding time to scrapbook, but I still wanted to craft and I still wanted to scrapbook. So I ended up just doing this little mini book from a pre-made kind of put together kit by Pinecone Press. It's like over a decade old. I think it's like 12 years old or something like that. And they walk you through, they give you, this is the instructional manual of how to put together each of the pages. So I did also make this during this time. So let's see. So in terms of what we used up, let me get these things back in here. This is all the stuff we played with. And for the month of April, I used up 25 pieces of 12 by 12 paper. I also used up 3 base pages from my own stash. I used up I finished up a roll of ATG and a full sheet of, I used up a sheet of the Stampin' Up! Dimensionals. So again, going through my supplies, but also going through the stuff in my stash, which I love. All of this obviously came from my stash. There was no new purchases here. I'm so excited for this. Now, I am going to go through these last few, the ones that I still have collections for, and see what I'm going to keep together so that I can embellish the base pages. And then the rest of them, the papers, I'm going to have to make some decisions about what will come out and what will stay. So that will happen. I'll see how much content there is. I'm not sure if I will be recording it, but I'm excited for next month. I'm going to be playing with, or let's say I'm going to try to play with the Crepe Paper Maggie Holmes Garden Party. So that's what I'm thinking about right now, about some of those layouts. I have previously played with that collection, but believe it or not, I don't have a lot of scraps. So very exciting things. I hope you come back, friends. And until next time, bye for now.